Yes, good day. Welcome to Multinet Business and Design. This is another project entirely. We are going to start from beginning. And this is a particular design experience. What I mean by design experience is that a client contact me and send this particular picture to me that he has a plot of land which is 18 by 9 meters that he want to design 2-bedroom apartment and a room apartment on it and manage it so that they will have access, car and road, everything available. And so as we manage and he like this elevation, as we maintain it, and sends a design to me. So I went on, jump into Revit straight up, as I've known that this is my own personal template. I told you how you get your own template, so it's more easy for you to work on so that if somebody gives you a parameter that you should work with. So this is my own personal templates and some of the projects I've done. So if you want your own, that's where you go, create another template. This is the predefined one that have been existing. These are the default one, but I created my own because of all the materials that I always need. So this is multi-less story. If you want to know more about that, go into our most of the tutorial we have done. You will see the way to create a template file where you can be using for your own design and every other thing. So let us jump into actions. Now, how do we start? So I start with the annotate because I just have to get the whole size of the land right. So I use detail line to start the line measurement. So it said 9 meter by 18 meter. That's what it said that he has as a land. So that is probably in Lagos, a plot of land. Lagos, Nigeria, that is the way they do things. So a plot of land in Lagos, Nigeria. So in here, where you convert it to feet, it's going to be 120 by 30 instead of 120 by 60. So that is the way Lagos plot of land is being measured. So now he told me that okay, from the land, like he wants the visitor to have their own access, the tenant to have his own access, and he want to be living in the first 2 bedrooms. So let us jump into action. So now the first thing to do is architecture. Go to wall. So at the wall, choose the normal wall size that you know that is functioning. So I'm choosing the normal wall size I know here. So I'm starting here. The first thing I need to do is that I want to give setback of, let's say, 3 meters because of parking space and the allowance and the setback at the front. So it's 3 meters. The developer in Lagos consider so many things before they decide. But one thing is that they look at their own money making and convenience. So that is the point. So you as an architect, what will give you the prompt action is that you detail your idea, speak on what you know. So now I'm giving it that direction. So I'm taking the setback at the side. It's not going to take the whole because the front side is what we want to focus on. So now after we're done with this, then you trim it. This told you that this is the boundary of the building. So this is the process of designing the 2-bedroom. So I'm going to design the 2-bedroom here and the 1-bedroom at the back. So now I'm start. So click here and say create similar. So you start in the front, that okay, the sitting room is going to be here. So start with the owner side first. So as you are done with that, pick up the another side. Good. So here now you divide the house into what? Into 4 space area. So as you have done that, so the next thing for you is to create the second aspect, which is the tenant side. Good. So you divide that into 2 as well. Beautiful. So now, for the tenant side, now the service area is more important in what you do. So what you are able to do here is that manage this CSS so that the client will have enough space to do whatever you want to do. So here now I want to create the front. I'm creating here the size to the, so I'm going to use 3200. So this is for room, this is for living room. So now I want to adjust this to be kitchen and bath. So you adjust this one, 2000 is much, so you are going to use 1500 or 1600 for those two space. Good. So that is done. So now you divide this side into space. Good. And this one again. So you break these points into two. In other words, the tenant side, he is not going to have that luxury of having of your issue. So sorry, edit is here. So then we escape, delete. So he's not going to have that luxury of having visitor toilet or things like that. So he's going to maintain his lane by having just a flat to itself, which a room and a parlor, everything in sets. So you have that in place. Good. So one is going to be longer, one is going to be shorter, and one will be longer will be because of the accommodation of so you click here and say, or close it down. Any side you choose to be kitchen will be kitchen, the one you choose to be. So I'm using this particular side to remain like that. So I've gotten this idea right. So the next idea is the room for your client, someone who contacts you want to have 2 bedroom here, 3200 as well. So the remaining side will become, so this one doesn't matter because the room is going to be bigger. You delete this. So you click here and decide to, let's use this side here. So you take this into consideration. Good. I'm having the blue word here, delete that one. Good. So the next one is that you have gotten this one. So here, create. So another one. So you have done this one in the right part, in the right way. What have you done here is that you have designed based on the logical experience and experiment that you are performing. And this is, so when you look at the whole system and get it done, and this is how your plan look like in the beginning. So you can now decide to be fine-tuning them and see how far you can go by editing most of these things. So the first aspect of the editing is that you want to create a bathroom for these 2 rooms. After you have done with that, so you create, you zoom in, sorry for that, I'm having some issue here, that is the reason, so sorry. Good, sorry. So now the point here is this: you create what you need to create by starting placing those things in the area that is more needed. So your kitchen, delete this and delete this button, take this one to this edge, adjust this to come here, so push it to the extreme edge. Good. So reduce this one by moving it a little bit so that there will be space. So this one will be entrance into the boost set certain the areas of settings. So it now starts bringing your doors and see the perform experiment with that, whether it will work. So you enter the next one, enter the next room. so the toilet and the bath. So those are the area that is needed to concentrate your effort on. So now among this one, to manage the land, we are going to use one as an open toilet so that the visitor will be able to use. Say like this. So click here. So click here and let it align. So click, let it align. Click, let it align. So you mirror it to give you. So now you look at it from here. You cannot decide to edit this and say duplicate. Just call it toilet door. Toilet door. So you represent toilet door. So change the dimension here of the width to 750 because it's not going to be a normal standard book, and change the height to 2100. So this is it. So you align it and give everything the benefit of reasoning. So you have done with this. The same thing you do here. Change this one. You don't need just change it from here because you have already created the property to have that. So you have created this one. So here you have the entrance. Delete. Ctrl C. To go back to the elevation, click here. Delete this. So this is the entrance to the house. So either you accommodate the door. So check the door and check double follow door. So you take the door there. It's bigger, but does not matter. The standard here is that it's going to be edit. So you can duplicate it because of future references. So it's going to change to 1000. It's not going to be using because so it is going to be a specific design door. So that's, you do that. And so this is how you provide information, you provide design for your clients. So you as an architect, you must think how to benefit, because that is the way this man, especially this most of the property developer in Lagos thinks, and that is it. So when you have this in place, you say Control D, create similar. So the kitchen is going to be there, and so you can flip this door inward. Good. So this is it. So now let us develop this particular site completely, like we have said in this place. So the same way you do this one, click this particular door and say, so let it use this one. So it's a design pattern on its own. Good, flipped in. So you take one of these doors and make use of it. Let this one have its own. This is for the bathroom and this is for the kitchen. So the reason why I use this side is because of the space of the parlor, because I cannot create everywhere to be opening and there's going to be dead area all around that the function are not going to be performed. So I hide the door here because since this one is it's like an open place for use. So that is it. So whenever you are designing, these are the things you consider to aid your design development. So this, you mirror this. So you change this particular one. Anyone you want to use, let's use this one for the bathroom. You change it to the door, select and change it to toilet door, then align it. So that is the simple design to get the space. So the tenants have their own side, the owner have its own side. So that is it. So now as you have done with this, create your floor. So put direct up. Good. So check the thickness. Is the thickness okay? Fine, you're done with that. Click finish. So the next one is that you take the door to the foundation. So click here, select all instance in this view, then say go to foundation. No, sorry, select all this in this view, copy, then go to foundation and say align to current level. So here you change everything you're having here by editing it and save. Here and just say unconnected to 800 because the foundation is always at 1000. So it tell you that all those things. So select this one on instance, then delete all, select instance, delete all, and select all instance, then delete all. So now close this up, the wall, the foundation wall, close them up. So everywhere is saturated and circulates. So now you go back there and then you start putting windows and windows in places. So window, so I want to use the long window, so I'm using this particular one. So for the toilet first, so just put there, check whether the design okay, everything is intact, the dimensions. So you place it here. That's the toilet door, another toilet, and another toilet. So that is that. So you take another windows, check. So I'm using this particular 1000. Let me use this 800. So this particular one, I'm going to use it. See, the height is 2100. Now you start placing it around the window side. Good. So you will have one here. At the same time, have one here. So this, what this one means is that is the wide opening leaf door. It's not like a sliding that halfway. So everything about this window is open, and it's very good in this kind of design because when there is no proper ventilation, so it's better you have the wider windows open. So that is it. So this is done. You can put one for kitchen making at this way. So kitchen and use the same. So now you are done with this. So you go to your component and start bringing like chair into space. So I'm bringing this one. I'll use here now. So escape or go there and check whether there is another chair that is available. You can use this small. Yeah, do this one here. Escape. Search again whether there is something you can use. If there is none, then move on. So let's choose bed. Okay, choose more. Let's choose WC. Let's put it there. Put it in this place and put it here. So like I said, I want one of this room will be, one of this toilet will be for suits and suits. So you change this, then align it. So that this only one that we have access to general public, but this one is going to be hidden. So that is it. So you click on bed and click similar. So check the height again. So this bed is always floating. So if I used to use -900. So it's going to show you that when I want to do section, you see. So you change this and put it here. And put it here. Now, if you look at it, that the template is bigger, the room is larger. So what you need to do is that you adjust the tenancy side. I want to adjust the tenancy side. They cannot enjoy more than what. So adjust it. So you click here and adjust this one as well. So now good. So they maintain that ratio within themselves. So now the next thing is components I'm blinking this. Will it okay? It's too big for it. So to the next one, like you have done before. Among those chairs, you can make use of it by just clicking here and say duplicate, create similar. So you bring it into space. Now arrange it. This is a template to work on. So most of the time chair are not big to that level, so you can manipulate this size, but you don't need it here. Just leave it. Edit, override. So that is it. So you have done with this. This is the plan. This general purpose plan that we have done. So every other thing you can decide to add them, like a washing hand basin and whatsoever that you know that okay, it's like shower if there is need be. So click here, put shower here. And still use shower. Edit this size if it's too big for you. Click here and see edit family. So you change the size to 750 by 750 and see okay. So that is it. So the size it is and the normal size. So you can go there, let's see ambition. If there's anyone you have, if you did not have, move on. Okay, you have one. So you have here personal basin. So here personal basin. Here personal basin. So that is it in that area. So you can decide now to label for your plan, like say annotate text, so living room or lounge, good, bedroom, good, kitchen, good, entrance, good. Now. So anything else is done by you. So this is the foundation, ground floor plan we have done under this period. So in our next class, we are going to develop the elevation fantastically, and this is what we are able to do and give you the dimension and so on and so forth. So try as much as possible to continue watching and decide and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials that are coming.